Hey, what's going on everybody? Bladesford here, and today I have for you guys another video of P5X here. And inside of this video, we're going to be going about and showing off Yukari's whole skill set or kit, seeing that it recently just came out about 7 hours ago. So as normal, I'm a little bit late to these because when they usually come out, I'm like just now going to sleep. So hopefully you guys don't mind this being a little bit late here, but we're going to also go over everything and how it's translated, whereas the dupes and everything of that nature as well. So look forward to that. But first things first, we're going to look at the actual video, go over that and have our opinions on it. And then after the video's done, we'll go ahead and look at the translated stuff. So if you guys like videos like these, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you to all you guys who were a little bit worried about me yesterday, but don't worry, I'm perfectly fine now. And you guys should have 2 videos up, or at least I say I'm perfectly fine, but I'm all right. But yeah, y'all should have 2 videos going up fairly soon. So look forward to that as well. But enough talking, let's go ahead and go into it. Make sure you guys can actually see my screen perfectly. And here we go. I'm already hyped for this character, I can't even lie though. A lot of people don't really like Yukari like that, which was surprising to me. Okay, so we got some new side story stuff. Oh, so she did tell Wonder. Oh, okay. Or Yuki. Or, well, not Yuki, Yukari. Jeez. The Y names, man. Getting me already. And it's early. Oh, so this Tartarus Palace area is gonna be more like that. Okay. Well, this is gonna be mentally hard on her then right now. And then we take jeez, my phone just died. But then we take her to Alicia Bulia, so that's gonna be interesting. Okay, so he's really going to talk about Yuki a lot, which is nice. Ooh, okay, now we get to see exactly what she can do. Okay, this is going to be interesting here. All right, so we got the 3D model here already. Looking nice. Man, P3 music is just way too good. All right, let's see what this looks like. Single target wind move. What does this do? Puts a winded in some type of arrow effect. So that's going to be interesting to see what that does. We have skill 2, which seems to have a different type of buff with a cleanse buff or regeneration. Let me check. And then the skill 3 is the AoE heal, and it looks like one of the characters does get a damage bonus heal or a damage bonus buff from that. Okay, so interesting. And then from what I heard, people say she's like a reverse chord, so unsure what they mean by that. Oh, and her assist actually cures a status effect. By the looks of, was that a cure of a status effect, or was that like a heal for swapping? Actually, I need to check that. That was really okay. Okay, that can be actually pretty nice. All right, and we have the awarenesses. These will all be going over after the video because they'll be all translated. They did really well. They did very well. I'm liking this. Character looks really nice. Skills look cool. And oh wait, you gotta that's just awesome. You gotta love that. Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this unit to drop. She drops, I think, next week for at least CN, and then the week after for us on TW and KR. So yeah, my global folks, I don't know when she drops for you guys, but eventually when that happens, you guys will know. But let's go over ahead and go over all the awareness stuff here. So firstly, let's do this. Use that again here. And all right, so first things first, awareness 0. Engraved longing. But pretty much what she's able to do is inflict wind corrosion. Okay, so that's the new little icon I think I saw. When allies attack foes with at least wind corrosion, it restores HP to the party based on her attack percentage. She's the healer that's based on attack. Interesting. And then gives Yukari 1 stack of wind whisper, up to 2 stacks. All right, so she can have a max of 2 stacks by the looks of it. Yukari can also trigger this healing effect up to 1 time before the start of the next turn. So with these said things that she's able to stack up, she's able to heal the party based on it, and this can happen up to 2 stacks. So interesting. All right, we have the skill 1 called Wind Burst, which is the one I was actually talking about a little bit here. This one does wind damage based on her attack percentage. Once again, she is going to be heavily based on attack by the seams of it here, and it inflicts the target with wind corrosion for 2 turns. There can only be 1 wind corrosion, so you can't stack these up. Okay, that's one thing that's good to know. And then the passive, when allies use skills, if any skill target has wind corrosion, it increases the skill's attack. So all right, the more people, it's kind of like another winded effect. So you have winded that decreases the defense, but you have wind corrosion that pretty much if an ally attacks it, it actually does, they do more skill attack damage. So that's kind of interesting. So you get that defense down capability and then the attack up capability, kind of making for some devastating damage later on. So that's kind of interesting to see, at least. Then we have skill 2 being Wind Chaser's Breath here. This decreases the party's damage taken for 3 turns, increases the main target's attack and damage bonus for 2 turns. Now, I didn't see that. I did see that she gave a damage bonus to Rico, but I did not see that she gave a attack bonus as well. So the skill 2 is more of the support side of things. I feel like still we might use the skill 2. I don't think skill 2 is totally out of the picture because she is a supporter after all, or like a healer after all. So having damage taken for 3 turns and then also the attack and damage bonus, I would like to say could probably be useful. So that's for 2 whole turns. Not bad, not bad. Then we have the Arrow of Rejuvenation. This restores a certain percent of HP to the party based on her attack. It consumes all Wind Whispers. For every stack of Wind Whisper consumed, it will then also restore 30 energy to the main target. This saves the overflow of 30 energy, then returns it after the target uses 30. Now, okay, so wait. So even if you trigger it, and let's say you have max 30 with Makoto, it saves that 30 that you triggered, right? And then it gives it to the unit after they've triggered 30. So that's interesting. Up to their energy cap for 2 turns. If the main target is not a C's member, then for every stack of Wind Whisper consumed, it increases their next highlight total damage. Oh, so okay, so it technically is like Horde. You're building up 30s, but in a different way with her. And then of course, if it's not a member who has 30, they just get highlight damage, right? But for Horde, she builds up highlights. She instantaneously allows you to use those, right? But for C's members, she just increases the 30s damage. So she is pretty much reversed Horde. I see what's happening here. So that's gonna be nice. That makes me wonder though if her awakenings are really busted, because that actually sounds like a really good skill. So maybe the skill rotation might be 1-3-1-3, or like 1, yeah, I would think so. Yeah, 1-3 when you have the max amount of stacks, but if you don't have the max amount of stacks, it'll be 1-2-3, something of that nature, because it has to have some little bit of a wait time to get that max amount of stacks. but you guys know what I'm talking about there. But anyways, nice skill 3. I like that. Then we have the 3G, which is called Cyclone Arrow. This uses condition 70-30 3G here, and deals an attack percentage amount of wind damage here to one foe. This also increases party damage dealt with a % chance to inflict the target with winded when inflicting the target with wind corrosion for 2 whole turns. So okay, so this also happens. So no matter what, you're able to inflict the target, or have a % chance to actually inflict the target with winded. No matter what, you're getting an overall boost for the party, which is always nice, and dealing some little bit of damage. Now if this does of course happen, you do have a chance to also inflict wind corrosion for 2 whole turns. So with that in mind, because you do need wind corrosion to then trigger the skill 3, if I'm right. So maybe you can kind of use this like a spammable type of deal, where you like, okay, I have 1 wind corrosion, I get my 2, and I can use my skill 3 again, and something like that. So interesting. All right. And then I was right. Yes, the assist skill dispelled 1 status element for 1 ally, which is also interesting. I really do like that, seeing that we're starting to involve more mental effects, mental elements, and stuff, and like status effects. I do like that. Then we have her signature weapon. Sarnga, I think that's how you say that. I might have butchered that like crazy, but increases attack. Additionally, increases healing when the party restores HP by attacking enemies with wind corrosion. Using Arrow of Rejuvenation for every stack of Wind Whisper consumed, it will then increase the party's damage bonus for 2 whole turns up to 2 whole stacks. Now, damage bonus is an interesting thing, because I do know Makoto does need a decent bit of damage bonus as well, in which it's like pin damage bonus and a few other things. So he is going to be very useful for him. I'm more interested on how she might play around with at least Akihiko, to see if she might be in the same team with him as well. But this is interesting, because I do like this. This gives you like a need for a healer, in which if they make more things kind of like how Tartarus is, where it's actually difficult, we are looking at something good, because a lot of us enjoyed the CN, or at least the Chinese New Year boss was actually difficult, made us actually have to like think a little bit, and as well made us actually have to use different strategies. So maybe since they're adding like healers and stuff like this, we might see some harder content as well. So that's going to be interesting. I hope they do end up doing something like that. So that's going to be nice to see. Then of course we have the passives here, one being chemistry. When Yukari is present, increases the party's highlight / 30 damage. All right, that's nice. Passive 2, energetic. In battle, increases own main HP based on attack up to a certain amount. Okay, interesting. Now the awarenesses. This is where things are going to get really crazy here. Awareness is 1, pull the trigger at the start of the battle, gain max wind whisper, then restore 70 30 energy. If 30 energy overflow turn 1, Yukari can save up 35 overflow energy, and when using skills on allies, additionally increases the target's pin for 2 turns. God dang it. Okay, so that A1 is actually good. Okay, man. Why did she have to give pin? Why did she have to give pin? That is not okay. Like, the A1's actually going to be worth going for if I want to use her with Makoto even more so. The Makoto needs that pin rate. So that's actually crazy. Okay, so she helps out with the 3G energy and it helps out with pin. And of course with the A2, after using 3G, gains immunity to mental elements, then increases the party's crit damage for 2 turns. Brother. So crit damage and pin. Okay, that's totally just nice. That's just peachy. All right, I can skip 3 and then 4. Let's see what this is. When using 3G, additionally restores percentage of attack HP to lowest. She's literally gored. She's gored. She's also restoring HP to allies at A4 and gives another damage bonus buff. Okay, and then what's this? What's the A6? Doubles the 3G energy restored by arrow. So it's not like instant trigger for a 3G, or like it's not instantaneously being used multiple times, but it does allow you to get that 3G energy 3 times faster or 2 times faster. So A6 is still nice, but I feel like the best at this character, if like someone really wanted to like dupe her out, the A6 I feel like is okay. If you got it, you can do it, right? But A4 is probably like the best of the best, and you can just stop there. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's really good. Holy crap. All right, so her whole kit is pretty darn interesting, including just her base kit. I feel like her base kit is complete, so you really don't need to to go for dupes for this character. The weapon, until I see the 4-star weapon, I can't really decide on that one, but 5-star weapon is pretty all right as well. And she does some interesting things. So you guys let me know down below in the comment section how you feel about this character. Are you excited? Are you not? And until next time, everybody, peace out.